The diplomatic quarters of Station Kepler 442 were supposed to be clearly marked. Elio had been told this repeatedly during his orientation. Yet here he stood, exhausted from a 14-hour shift in the maintenance bay, staring at a door that looked exactly like every other door in this godforsaken corridor. He pressed his palm to the scanner. It chirped green. The door hissed open. Elio stumbled inside, his vision blurry with fatigue, and nearly collided with someone standing in the center of the room. "Oh, hell, I'm sorry." He froze. The woman before him was unlike anyone he'd ever seen. Her skin held an iridescent quality, shifting between deep violet and silver in the station's artificial light. 4 eyes, arranged in a delicate diamond pattern across her face, blinked at him in sequence. Her frame was tall and willowy, with elongated limbs that seemed to defy human proportions. She was Velrosian, one of the species humanity had only recently made contact with. "Wrong room," Elio managed, backing toward the door. "I'm really sorry, I'll just wait." Her voice was melodic, carrying harmonics that no human throat could produce. She tilted her head, studying him with an expression he couldn't read. "You are human, guilty as charged." He tried to smile, though his heart hammered against his ribs. The Velrosians were known for their rigid social protocols. He'd probably just committed a dozen cultural violations, but she didn't seem angry. If anything, she seemed curious. "I am Sabine," she said, gesturing with 3-fingered hands in what might have been a greeting. "I have been stationed here for 2 cycles, yet I have never spoken directly with a human. Only through translators and diplomatic channels." Elio hesitated at the threshold. "I really should go. I don't want to cause an incident, or you won't." Sabine moved to a low table where several data pads lay scattered. "Unless you wish to leave. But you look exhausted. Sit, please." Something in her tone, or perhaps it was just his bone-deep weariness, made Elio relent. He sank into a chair that adjusted to his frame with alien efficiency. "I'm Elio," he offered. "Maintenance tech. 3rd shift." "The ones who keep the station breathing," Sabine said, surprising him. "We are taught that human civilization values those who create and lead. But I have observed, it is those who maintain and repair that truly hold your systems together." Elio blinked. No one had ever put it quite like that before. Sabine poured something from a crystalline container into 2 cups. "This is safe for human consumption. I researched extensively." She handed him one. "It is similar to your coffee, though it will not harm your liver as your version does." He took a cautious sip. "It was good. Really good. Why did you research human-safe drinks?" he asked. All 4 of her eyes focused on him simultaneously, and Elio felt a strange flutter in his chest. "Because I hope to understand you. Your species, we're not that complicated. You are more complicated than you believe." Sabine settled into a seat across from him, her posture both elegant and alien. "My people have explored the galaxy for millennia. We have encountered hundreds of species, but none quite like humans." "Let me guess," Elio said with a tired smile. "We're reckless, emotional, and don't know when to quit." "Yes," her expression shifted into what might have been a smile. "And that is precisely why you fascinate me." She leaned forward, her luminescent skin casting soft shadows. 3 months ago, a plasma conduit ruptured in Section 7. The automated systems failed. The environment suits were insufficient. Do you remember? Elio nodded slowly. He'd been there. They all had every human tech on the station, working in shifts that stretched beyond endurance. The Velrosian response would have been evacuation, Sabine continued. Seal the section. Calculate losses. Proceed logically. But your people? Her voice carried something like wonder. You went in anyway? With inadequate protection. With no guarantee of success. Because 14 people were trapped inside. We got them out, Elio said quietly. You got them out, Sabine repeated. At great risk to yourselves. This is what I do not understand. This is what my people cannot comprehend. You choose danger when safety is available. You choose others when self-preservation is logical. Elio set down his cup. It's not that complicated. We don't leave people behind. It's kind of a thing with us. It is not a thing with most species. Sabine's 4 eyes gleamed in the low light. Most of the galaxy operates on efficient calculation, resource management, acceptable losses. But humans? She made a sound that might have been laughter. Humans are terrifyingly inefficient. And somehow you thrive. I never thought of it that way. You wouldn't? Sabine stood, moving to the window where the stars stretched infinite and cold. That is what makes you dangerous. And magnificent. You do not calculate odds before you act. You simply act, as if will alone can reshape reality. And sometimes it does, Elio said, surprising himself. Sabine turned back to him, and in that moment, the alienness between them seemed to dissolve. Yes, sometimes it does. This is why I did not ask you to leave when you entered the wrong room tonight. Because I wanted to understand. And now, ... now? Now I think I am beginning to. She gestured to the data pads on her table. I have been composing a report for my government about human potential, about whether your species poses a threat to galactic stability, Elio tensed. And I have concluded that you are not a threat. Her smile was unmistakable now. You are an opportunity, perhaps even necessary. The galaxy has become ... dognant, predictable. We have forgotten how to take risks, how to choose impossible odds and fight anyway. She moved closer, extending one 3-fingered hand. Thank you, Elio of the third shift, for entering the wrong room, for showing me what I needed to see. He took her hand. Her skin was cool and smooth, like polished stone. I think I might have entered exactly the right room. Sabine's eyes shimmered with something that transcended language or species. Perhaps all the best meetings are accidents. Elio left 20 minutes later, finally heading to his actual quarters. But as he walked the empty corridors of Station Kepler 442, he carried with him a strange certainty, humanity's place among the stars wasn't assured by technology or diplomacy. It would be assured by moments like this, by connections made across impossible divides, by the stubborn human insistence that even in a logical universe, some things were worth the risk. Behind him, in her quarters, Sabine deleted her report and began writing a new one. This one spoke not of threats or calculations, but of hope, of what humanity might teach a galaxy that had forgotten how to dream. The wrong room, she reflected, had given her exactly the right answer, the end.